Greetings, my name is Cassandra Shaw. I'm a certified health education specialist, and I'm here to talk about stress management with No Struggle, No Success Youth and Adult Reentry Program. You may know that November is Stress Awareness Month, possibly because we are entering into the holiday times. It's a lot of stress, it's a lot of sadness, it's a lot of emotions that come with this time of year. So we want to just provide some ways that you can manage your stress, some examples of stress, ways to manage stress, and then you can follow up with additional questions if you have any further. So, what is stress? Stress is the body's reaction to change that requires an adjustment or a response. And when your body is stressed, the body reacts to changes that can be physical, mental, or emotional responses. So it's similar to the fight or flight response. If you're stressed, is it time for you to run? Is it time for you to fight? Is it time for you to do something? Or is it an emotional thing? Is it a mental thing or is it a physical thing? You can feel it in your physical body, in your mind, and in your emotions. They are all emotional responses, and stress is normal and a normal thing that everyone deals with. Here are some examples of stress, like routine stress, the stress that's related to pressures at work or school or family or other daily responsibilities. Stress that's brought on by a sudden negative change, like a loss in a job, divorce, illness, incarceration, breakups, or disappointments, failing a class, crashing a car, anything like that. And traumatic stress experiences are events that are major accidents. So that could be a car accident as well, a major accident, war, assault, um, or a natural disaster, or any situation where people may be in physical danger or have been seriously hurt or even killed. Examples of stress are acute stress and chronic stress. Acute stress is something that happens in a moment and it isn't a prolonged long term. It's a short term stressor. A chronic stress is a long term stressor. So, occasional stress, acute stress is a normal coping mechanism for different things that go on through life. However, chronic stress, that is long term stress. And it may be contributing to health problems, health concerns like digestive disorders, stomach problems, headaches, sleep disorders, and also other symptoms, and it can make some chronic diseases worser. They can worsen asthma, they can worsen diabetes, and they've also stress has also been linked to depression, anxiety, and other mental illnesses. It can also decrease motivation and productivity. The problem with chronic stress is that it increases your heart rate, it causes muscle tension, increases breathing, glucose in the bloodstream, it increases blood pressure, and there's a buildup of plaque in your arteries because of stress. Also, it increases the risk of oxygen consumption and the risk of diabetes, peptic ulcers, and viral infections. You can prepare yourself with stress management techniques. So, tools for managing stress. How do I press a reset button for stress? Right? There is no cure for stress. Stress is something that is needed, but you also can have too much stress. But what we can do is notice that we have a built-in stress reset button. And that is called our relaxation response, which is in contrast to the stress response. Our stress response increases our heart rate. The relaxation response will slow our heart rate and will lower our blood pressure. And also will decrease our oxygen consumption and lower the levels of our stress hormones, where our stress response increases all of those things, including increases our stress hormone. When you're pressing your reset button on stress, It can be done anywhere and anytime. It can be done at work, in your bed, while you're doing housework, while you're doing your homework, while you're doing the dishes. It's simple tools such as breathing, deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and meditation. These can be used to help to manage stress anytime throughout the day. For deep breathing, you're going to breathe in through your nose, fill your lungs all the way up, hold for 3 seconds, and release. And you're going to repeat that until you feel a sense of calmness. With muscle relaxation, progressive muscle relaxation is the art of tensing up your muscles and then releasing them. For example, like clenching up your fist real tight, breathing in, clenching your fist, counting to 5, and releasing. And you can do that as many times as you need throughout the day to relieve stress. You can also tense your shoulders. You can also tense other areas of your body and release whatever works for you. And then there's meditation. Meditation reduces stress. It calms the mind and it increases inner peace. It helps you to be in the moment. There are many ways to meditate. Yoga is a form of meditation. You can sit somewhere quietly. You can have your eyes closed or open. It can be a guided meditation, or you can just listen to some music. And if you think thoughts during the time of your meditation, it's okay. You just bring yourself back to your breath. Focus on breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, slowly in through your nose and out through your mouth. And you can start by doing it 5 minutes or 3 minutes or even 1 minute. You can start there, build your meditation practice up to 10 minutes. Whenever you want throughout the day, you're able to meditate quietly. Just find a quiet space, close your eyes or open your eyes, and focus on your breathing. That's the point. The point is to quiet your mind and focus on your breath. And then therapy is also a good tool. Talking to a professional is helpful for managing stress and developing coping skills to manage situations that are sometimes just too difficult to bear. And a therapist or a psychiatrist can also help you manage your stress by providing sometimes medication. Also, you can manage your stress through diet, the foods that you're eating, making sure that you're drinking enough water, you're having a healthy, balanced diet, you're exercising at least 3 times a week, and you're getting enough sleep. So, a good way to remember stress management are the 4 A's of stress management. Number 1 is avoid. Number 2, alter. 3, accept. And 4, adapt. So when you avoid, you're going to take control of your environment in order to avoid stress. You're going to reduce stress by planning ahead. Planning your day out ahead, knowing exactly what you're going to do can avoid and reduce your stress. And don't take on more responsibility than you can manage. Don't overextend yourself. Baby steps, small pieces. Any progress is great progress. You can do a little bit today, and if you don't get done today, do it again tomorrow. You want to organize your day, create a list. Create a list so you can, and then prioritize that list. What's the most important things? Like I said, do the things that are most important. The things that can hold off for tomorrow, you can do those. They will help you to manage your stress. Alter. Respectfully ask others to change their behavior. If someone's behavior is causing you stress and putting you in a stressful feeling or environment, respectfully ask them to change their behaviors. Communicate your feelings openly and create a balanced schedule for yourself. Alter your schedule so that it is balanced and it is less stressful for you. State your limits in advance. If you have limitations and there are things that you do not want to do, cannot do, or will not do, say those things ahead of time to avoid stress. to avoid your stressful situation or to alter a situation from being stressful. And set your personal boundaries. Decide what your personal boundaries are and be firm and kind with them. Then accept. You're going to talk to someone. Like I mentioned, talk to a professional, a trusted friend, a trusted adult, a trusted family member, somebody that you feel safe with. Learn to forgive. Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is what you will want to have from someone and also what you will want to extend to someone. If you make a mistake, you want to be forgiven and you would like to offer that to someone else as well. You want to practice positive self-talk. Always have to, the most number one important person on your team is you. Accept yourself. Talk to yourself positively. Accept the fact that there are things that you may need to change to reduce your stress. But don't beat yourself up about it if it's hard to change. Behavior change is hard. So every day you just put one foot forward and you accept yourself and you try and you talk to yourself in a loving and kind manner. And do not try to control the uncontrollable. Things that are beyond your control. You can only control the things that you can control. Control those things, control your environment, control what you say and how you respond to things. But you can't control what others do and you can't control everything that happens around you. But you are able to manage your stress. So again, we talked about the four A's of stress management. That is, avoid stressful situations. You want to alter those stressful situations. You want to accept the things that you cannot change. And then you want to adapt. You adjust your standards, practice gratitude, and adapt a mantra. This one here says, I give myself compassion in this moment. You can also say, I am safe. A mantra is an affirmation that you give yourself to remember what you're focusing on throughout the day. It's a positive affirmation, positive reinforcements for what you are trying to feel, to give, and to create for yourself throughout the day. So I really appreciate the time that you took to spend with me today to discuss stress management. You are able to keep in touch with me via my email at healthandnostruggleноsuccess.org. Remember that November is open enrollment, so be sure to sign up for your medical insurance if you haven't already. And also be sure that if you have any concerns regarding stress management techniques, to reach out. We can schedule a one-on-one health assessment. And also for more information about relaxation techniques and mindfulness, you can visit nccih.nih.gov. I hope you have a great day. I hope to hear from each and every one of you really soon if I haven't already. You take good care, be safe, and be well.